Hey there, all you cats and kittens. This is how to teach. No, this is how to feed. This is how to feed our freaking cats. So, first things first, you're going to need the cat bowls. I'll show you where they go and where they are. Second thing, you're going to need some bleach. This will come in handy later. So, right down here is where you find the food. Underneath this little thingy here, there's two containers, because our cats are very special and not expensive at all. And they definitely aren't picky little bastards. So, you're going to need those two things on the table here. And then, we're going to need, usually it's in the fridge, in the top drawer over here. You're going to need this. And see another lid in there. And there's 2 spoons as well. You're going to need all that. And this is their wet food. This matters, because if we don't get it, they die. Then, down here, we've got 2 different kinds of cans. Why is there 2 different kinds of cans? Because our cats are not only picky, but they're expensive. So, there's one that's called urinary SO. Don't need to care what that is. It just goes with this red lid here. And there's another one. This is the Friskies stuff. So, if you're out of that, it's usually either in this basket or in the Friskies cans underneath it. Then, all you gotta do is, you notice these are bungee corded. That's because our cats are also crafty little fucks. So, we have to make sure we lock up everything for them. You take this 1/4 cup and use it for everything. There's this one with the bigger yellowish pellets, and there's one with the smaller brownish pellets. Bigger yellowish pellets, just give a cup. And we're going to throw it specifically in this big one here. Why? Because we have a process and our cats are picky little bastards. So, then you got this thing here. 1/4 cup of that. Throw it in the tiny little baby one. You got a 1/4 cup of this. And throw it in the big fat looking one. So throw some in there, some in there, some in there, some in there, some in there. Why do we do it like that? Because this one, the black one, that's his bowl. And if he eats too fast, he'll puke the crap out of it and not get any food. Then, the reason we have this in the small one here is because the little one, the little black and orange one, Callie, she likes it when it looks like there's more food in the bowl, so she won't eat it otherwise. Yes, our cats are weirdly complex. Then, Thunderdome. Check it out, guys. They're jousting. All right. So, from here, all you gotta do is grab. Give me a second while I do all this one-handed. Oh my god! And all you do is you grab your black spoon and you use it for everything. They get 1 scoop of each of these in all of them. This is a urinary SO food. This guy needs it, otherwise he dies. That's also why he gets this yellow food here. Because he will get blocked and have to go to the hospital, and it's super cool for everyone. So, just take it and... Oh, shoot. I usually have 2 hands. I usually take the white spoon as well, and I scoop it out to make it a lot easier. So, give me a second. I'm going to throw a scoop in each of these. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Cool. See? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then you take the same process and do it with the can of food here. There's 1. There's 2. And for the last one, I usually take this one and I throw a little bit in each of these and I'll explain why later. Really, it just comes down to our cats are picky little bastards. Two, three, four. Good. And so you can see a little bit in each of those. Yes, you're thinking by now this is complex, isn't it? It is. It truly is. Then we go to anytime you open up a new fresh can, we also need to dice the crap out of it and get a little bit of water in it. So if this comes up during that time, unfortunately, this is also part of the process. Also, do not leave these unattended because these little assholes will try and climb up and knock the bowl over. And they have done it repeatedly, and they are quite successful with it. So try and keep it a little bit back because they'll get their paws up here and knock it over and ruin your day and make you cry. So get you over here. And basically, I just kind of make like a windmill pattern, put a little bit of water in it, and then I mix it again. And that makes it mushy-ish enough so that's easy to scoop out and everything. So, chopped up a little bit. Then I add a bit of water. And then I mix it in a bit more. Cool. Throw it on there. You're done with the wet food now. All you gotta do is mix all this crap in. And you actually have to care about how good the quality of mixing it in is, because we have one particular asshole, this one, who will also not eat her food unless it's mixed in perfectly. Every little piece needs to have every little bit of frickin' meat on it. The other two couldn't care less, so you can be a little more lax with them, but the tiny bowl needs to be oh so perfect. I swear she'd have parsley on top if she could get away with it. And I just mix all that in there. Now the reason that matters, because you know us, we usually aren't too strict with things, and we're not too big on having picky eaters. But the problem is, these guys are picky enough that they just won't eat, and she has actually tried to starve herself before from all this random stuff. So then from here, I usually pull out a chair, and then I grab these spoons, and I let them lick the crap out of them. Now, you'll see very quickly this one is very timid with it, and she usually gets kicked out of licking the spoons. So to keep it fair, whenever there's a can that's empty, like one of these things that we finish with, she gets the empty cans, and the other two boys always get the spoons. So it truly doesn't really matter. That's just us being cat parents thing. But that's the process. So lick them till they're clean. That way you don't have to really care about washing them. Is that meat on your ear, dude? All right. Then once you're done, bring them back in. You grab your bowls, and now we got one more ingredient that makes it all so magical. Freaking water. We've got that cat there. He just forgets to drink. He just doesn't do it. He doesn't like water. So we introduce it for him. And because we introduce it for him, we try to make sure all the other cats don't get blocked as well. That's why they all get a little bit of urinary food. That's why they all get a bit of water. So, just a little bit. This picky bitch, the tiny one, she only wants a little bit of water. If you have too much, she won't freaking eat it. So you just go in there, skiff it just till it like moves around the bowl, and then you're good. This guy, we add a crap ton of water because A, he needs it because he doesn't drink, and B, he needs to take as long as he can to eat because he's a freaking pig and he will go and sprint around to every other cat and finish up their food for them and kick them out. So we try and make him take as much time as possible. So we load him up. And then the big one, we just throw a little bit everywhere. He doesn't need it as badly. Honestly, this is kind of a lot of water. I usually will stop it and put it just in the bowls, but you know, whatever. Then you take this ball, throw it in the big one, again to slow him down, and he will also sometimes puke if he gets too much. And then we take this one. This guy eats the slowest, and we need him to because again, he pukes and eats too fast, so we put him in a separate room because we don't want the other cats getting at him. We also have, sorry Sarah, we also have this little box here. It looks like crab, used to look better, but we have it elevated because it hurts his widow neck if he goes all the way to the floor. So we put it on a box there and then let him eat it. So that's him started. Then, to make sure the other cats don't get in the way, we close this door. Then, I know, so many steps. Then we take this little bowl with the other girl who's also a slow eater. Get out of the way. Shoosh. Little girl, we bring it here so that she can get started. And yes, she'll also take a while. And then finally, little pig master himself, grab this. And we don't let him have it till he's a good boy. So he shuts up, he doesn't jump up. So if I come down here like this, and he tries to jump, nope. There, good. And then he gets to eat. And you can hear him just like, pop, 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 like he's just going at it. And the hope is that she finishes her food before he does, so that he has nothing to eat. Because if you leave them for like a second, he'll go in, sprint out, slap at her, and then grab her food. And then give it like another 2-3 minutes, and he'll be pretty much done in there. We usually will help him with the last little bit of food, and we'll take the bowl and we'll just turn it upside down to get the last few kibbles out for him, so he can actually enjoy the meal. But after that, that's about it. So again, it's a lot, and we super duper duper appreciate you for helping us, because it is way too complex, but we appreciate that you guys are helping us while we're away.